Okay. Awesome.
She's looking at camera, not you.
No, yeah, she's slowly. Thank you for doing this. Tell me what the latest is in terms of an update in the city of Ottawa right now. Where are things at?
We've got several thousand protesters in this downtown core area, more that are spread around the downtown and across the city. We've got several locations that we have to manage with officers. We are, for the most part, still seeing a peaceful and cooperative approach by the majority of people who are coming for whatever reason that brings them to the National Capital Region. But we are finding that there are increasingly people who are stressed. These are residents and business owners. These are demonstrators. Our officers are doing their best and our partners are doing their best to facilitate people in the best way possible, serve people, but this is still a very tenuous exercise. It's very fluid in nature. Negotiations are indicating that some people are leaving from a demonstration standpoint, leaving the city. That's a good thing, but there are still a lot of risks that we have to manage our way through.
Okay, and when you talk about negotiations, you're negotiating with protesters in terms of when they're going to leave? What's the plan here in terms of clearing the downtown core out into the start of the work week tomorrow?
Just to be clear, ever since this convoy started, various jurisdictions where the convoy has moved through, from British Columbia and now here to Ontario, have been an effort of ongoing communications to understand what the plan is and negotiations to make sure that everything is as peaceful, as safe, and as healthy and as lawful as possible. Nothing has changed over the last week. We continue to do that. Now as the planned demonstrations are to wind down today, we're trying to make sure that people have a very clear egress route out of the city, back to their homes and families as safely and as quickly as possible.
But I guess the question is right now, what are you going to do to move the trucks in front of Wellington? Parliament starts tomorrow, as you know. MPs are going to be coming. The downtown core at some point is going to need to open up again for people to go to work. So how are you going to move those trucks? What is the plan when it comes to the trucks?
I really appreciate the question. Again, to be clear, people have a right to come and protest. They have a right and responsibility to facilitate that. People will make their choices to come and they'll make their choices to go, and we facilitate that. The communication and negotiation is focused on the vast majority of people understanding that the demonstration is over and choosing to exit this city and go back to their homes as safely as possible. For those who choose to remain, we'll make that assessment once we understand who's still here, what purposes, and what public safety risks are associated.
Are you willing to move in and forcibly remove those vehicles if necessary?
We'll continue to do what we have been doing, which is assessing the risk to the public, balanced against the rights for people to protest, and where there is an unreasonable risk, we'll take commensurate actions around that.
And I just want to talk to you about some of the incidents that we did see yesterday, because I know that the Ottawa Police has framed this as a very peaceful protest, but certainly, as you are well aware, there was the incident at the Carrie Fox statue, there was the incident at the National War Memorial, folks at a soup kitchen were saying that they were being harassed, as is the LCBO, the Rideau Centre they closed down. So can you talk to me about what is right now under active investigation in terms of those incidents?
Thank you very much. We haven't framed it as a peaceful demonstration. It has been a peaceful demonstration. As of right now, I'm aware of only one single arrest in a 48-hour period where we've had continuously within the city as much as 8,000 people or more with thousands of trucks. If you compare what's gone on in the nation's capital here with the nation's capital in other countries, in regards to demonstrations of this nature, this has been remarkably peaceful and lawful. Let me be clear, we have criminal investigations that are ongoing. We have made arrests where it was necessary to protect the public peace. We have officers from across the country working with us on intelligence, investigation operations, and public order operations. Because of that coordination and because of the cooperation we've had from the vast majority of people in this city, whether they be demonstrators, residents, or businesses, we've had a remarkably peaceful situation so far. But it is high risk and highly fluid. We're not taking anything for granted.
And Chief, can you go into a little bit more detail in terms of those arrests? How many arrests have there been, and also what incidents are you investigating right now?
Yeah, just to be clear, I said there was one arrest to date.
One arrest.
That was to make sure that a situation that could have evolved into a violent situation was alleviated. The investigations we're doing have everything to do with public mischief, threatening, dangerous driving, dangerous operation of vehicle. We have one report of a potential bribe involving a member of the public trying to bribe an official, an employee of the city. Those are all under investigations, full reports, full investigations ongoing. If we have the grounds to lay charges, as I said before this started, we will lay charges in all cases where there are charges to be laid.
If I could talk about one specific incident, the National War